Y'all, hold up. This just might be the biggest love and hip-hop bombshell of the year. Mendeecees' own mother just called him out in the most savage way possible. And guess what? It's all about his marriage to Yandy Smith. That's right, the drama just hit a whole new level and the streets are talking. In a shocking turn of events, sources close to the family claim that Mendeecees' mom is done biting her tongue. She straight up told him to divorce Yandy. And y'all, the way she did it. Chiley, it wasn't no private family talk. It was raw, unfiltered, and messy as ever. Now we already knew things weren't exactly picture perfect between Yandy and Mendeecees, but this is on a whole new level. Could this be the final straw? Is Mendeecees really about to walk away from Yandy for good? And all because his mama said so? Stay tuned, because we're about to break it all down. From the heated confrontation to the jaw-dropping reactions from Yandy, their kids, and even the fans. Buckle up, because this drama is about to get real messy, real fast. The tension had been building for weeks, maybe even months. But nobody, and I mean nobody, expected it to explode like this. It all started when Mendeecees' mom, Judy, decided she had heard enough, seen enough, and was done holding back. Now, if y'all know Judy, then you already know she don't play when it comes to her son. And let's be real, Judy and Yandy ain't never really been besties like that. From the moment Mendeecees put a ring on Yandy's finger, Judy had questions, concerns, and a whole lot of side-eye to give. But this time, Judy wasn't just side-eyeing, she was done being quiet. It all went down at what was supposed to be a family check-in at Mendeecees and Yandy's house. A little dinner, a little conversation, a chance for everybody to be on the same page. But instead of a peaceful family moment, this turned into a full-blown showdown. As soon as Judy walked in, the energy shifted. Mendeecees felt it, Yandy felt it, even the kids probably felt it. Judy sat down, looked her son dead in the eyes, and with zero hesitation, she said, "Son, we need to talk. And I need you to hear me this time." The whole room went silent. Yandy, who had been pouring herself a glass of wine, paused mid-pour. Mendeecees leaned back in his chair, already knowing this wasn't about to be no lighthearted conversation. "Ma, what's up?" he asked, trying to keep it cool. But Judy, she wasn't about to sugarcoat a damn thing. "I'm just gonna say it, cause I can't keep pretending like I'm okay with this mess. Son, you need to let that woman go." And y'all, the way Yandy's head snapped up, you could practically hear the record scratch in real life. "Excuse me." Yandy shot back, her voice already laced with that, "I know you didn't just say what I think you said" energy. But Judy wasn't done. "You heard me. I've been quiet long enough. I see what's going on. I see how you're being played. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is a happy little marriage. You deserve better, Mendeecees. It's time to get out before it's too late." Now let's be real. Judy had thrown shade before. She had made comments, given those little passive-aggressive digs. But this was a whole public declaration. She was putting it all on the table, and she did not care who was listening. Mendeecees rubbed his hands over his face, already knowing this was about to turn ugly. "Ma, you can't just walk up in here and start telling me to leave my wife," he said, his voice tight. But Judy wasn't backing down. "Why not? 'Cause it's the truth? 'Cause deep down, you know I'm right." She leaned in closer, her eyes locked onto her son. "This woman don't respect you. She don't move like a wife should move. She's all about herself. And I've been sitting here, watching you suffer, and I can't do it no more." At this point, Yandy had heard enough. "First of all, let's get one thing straight," she said, standing up and planting both hands on the table. "Ain't nobody suffering over here. My husband is just fine. He's taken care of, he's loved, and he sure as hell ain't going nowhere just 'cause you got an attitude today." Mendeecees looked between the two women in his life, knowing damn well this was about to get way worse before it got better. "Yandy, just chill," he muttered under his breath, trying to de-escalate. But Yandy? She was already locked in. "Nah, Mendeecees, I need to understand something real quick," she said, turning to Judy with that "let's settle this now" energy. "Why do you think you get to come in my house and talk about my marriage like you're running something? 'Cause last time I checked, I'm the one wearing this ring. I'm the one he chose. So what's really the problem, Judy?" Judy scoffed, shaking her head like she had been waiting for this moment. "Oh, you want to know the problem? Let me break it down for you real simple. You ain't the woman I wanted for my son. Yeah, lol. The room went dead silent. Even Mendeecees looked like he wasn't expecting his mom to just say it like that. So that's what this is about? Yandy asked, her voice suddenly quieter but way sharper. You never wanted me in the first place. Judy crossed her arms. I never did, and now I know for a fact I was right. Mendeecees let out a long breath and rubbed his temples like he was trying to mentally check out of this entire situation. Ma, this ain't fair. You can't just come in here and try to destroy my marriage. You don't even know what goes on between me and Yandy like that. Judy let out a sarcastic little laugh. Oh, I don't? Boy, I know more than you think I do. And trust me, if you really knew what was going on, you'd be out that door right now. And that's when Yandy lost it. What exactly are you trying to say? She demanded, stepping around the table like she was ready to get face to face. Mendeecees jumped up before things got too crazy. Both of y'all need to relax, he said, raising his voice just enough to get their attention. We ain't about to do this right now. But Judy wasn't done yet. Nah, son, we are gonna do this. 'Cause you need to hear the truth. She turned back to Yandy with a cold stare. I know what you've been doing. I know about the lies. And trust me, when I lay it all out, you won't have a damn thing to say. Boom. Just like that, the conversation took a whole new turn. Mendeecees felt his stomach drop. Yandy's face shifted from anger to something else, something closer to fear. And the energy in the room? Tense as hell. What did Judy know? What was she about to expose? Was this just her trying to stir up drama, or did she really have some receipts? Part 1 ends here, but trust me, y'all, this is just the beginning. Stay locked in, 'cause what happens next? Woo, it's about to be unreal. Mendeecees' heart was pounding in his chest. His own mother was standing in his house, calling out his marriage like it was some kind of scam, and now she was talking about lies. About knowing things. What the hell did that even mean? Yandy crossed her arms, her eyes narrowing. Judy, if you got something to say it. 'Cause I'm real tired of these little riddles you keep throwing out. Judy took a deep breath, steadying herself like she was about to drop the bomb of the century. Then she turned to Mendeecees, looking him dead in the eyes. Son, do you even know what your wife has been up to behind your back? Mendeecees froze. The way she said it, the certainty in her voice, sent a chill down his spine. What are you talking about? He asked, his voice low. Judy shook her head like she couldn't believe he was even asking. I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. But first, let me ask you something, she said, shifting her attention to Yandy now. Tell me something, Yandy, where exactly were you last Thursday night? Yandy's whole body tensed. What? She asked, her tone immediately defensive. You heard me, Judy pressed on. Last Thursday, 9 p.m., where were you? Mendeecees turned to his wife, his stomach tightening. He hadn't even thought about where she was that night. He had been busy with his own things, but now, suddenly, he needed an answer. I was out, Yandy said quickly, waving a hand. What does that have to do with anything? Judy let out a cold, knowing chuckle. Oh, you're out? That's cute. Out where? Yandy's jaw tightened. Judy, I don't have to sit here and explain myself to you. Mendeecees' heart sank. That wasn't a normal response from Yandy. If she had nothing to hide, she would have just answered straight up. But this evasion, it wasn't looking good. Yandy, Mendeecees said, his voice sharper now. Where were you? Yandy exhaled, rolling her eyes. I was at dinner with friends. Okay, it was a girls' night. Nothing major. Can we move on now? Judy's lips curled into a smirk. A girls' night, huh? You sure about that? Yandy's eyes flashed with annoyance. What are you trying to say, Judy? Judy leaned in closer. I'm saying you weren't with no damn friends. You were with a man, and I got parallel. Boom. The room fell silent. Mendeecees' mind started spinning. His breathing got heavier. What the hell are you talking about? He asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Judy reached into her bag, pulled out her phone, and started scrolling. Then, with a look of triumph, she turned the screen around, showing a blurry but peculiarly damning photo of Yandy sitting in a dimly lit restaurant, laughing and leaning in close to a man who was definitely not her husband. Yandy's face turned to stone. Mendeecees felt like the ground just disappeared from under him. His whole body went cold. "You see this, son?" Judy said, flipping through the pictures. "These were taken at a restaurant across town. And don't even try to tell me this was just a friend, 'cause friends don't be looking at each other like that." Yandy immediately snatched the phone out of Judy's hand. "Where did you get this?" she demanded. "I got my ways," Judy said, shrugging. "The point is, I ain't stupid. And now, neither is Mendeecees." Mendeecees swallowed hard, his mind racing. "Yandy," his voice was quiet, but the hurt in it was loud. Yandy threw the phone on the table and glared at Judy like she was ready to fight. "You're really doing this? You're really coming in my house and throwing around accusations like this?" Judy crossed her arms. "I ain't throwing around anything. I'm showing receipts." "You don't know a damn thing," Yandy snapped. That man is my business partner. We were discussing a deal." Judy laughed. "Oh, so you've discussed deals while smiling like that, while leaning in like you about to whisper sweet nothings in his ear. Girl, please." Mendeecees let out a long, shaky breath. He needed a second to process. "Yandy," he said, his voice rough, "I need you to tell me right now, is my mom lying? Is there anything you're not telling me?" Yandy hesitated. And that was all it took. Mendeecees closed his eyes, exhaling sharply. "I can't believe this," he muttered. Yandy's eyes widened. "Mendeecees, don't do that. Don't sit here and act like I did something wrong, 'cause I didn't." Judy shook her head. "Boy, wake up. Open your damn eyes. Your wife been moving funny for a minute now, and you just been letting it slide. I told you years ago she wasn't the right one, but you ain't listen. Now look where we at." Mendeecees pushed a hand through his hair. "I need a minute," he said, stepping away from the table. He was losing it. Judy kept pressing. "You don't need a minute. You need a damn laver." "Judy, stop," Yandy snapped. "This is my marriage you're playing with." "Nah, baby girl, you were the one playing with your marriage," Judy shot back. "And I'm just making sure my son don't look like a damn fool while you do it." Yandy took a deep breath, trying to steady herself. "You want to know why I didn't tell you where I was?" she said, her voice softer now. "Because I knew you would take it the wrong way. I knew you would react like this, and I wasn't about to deal with it." Mendeecees stared at her. "So instead of telling me the truth, you lied." Yandy shook her head. "I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you because it wasn't important." Judy let out a loud, sarcastic laugh. "Oh, so sneaking around with another man ain't important?" "I wasn't sneaking," Yandy yelled. Mendeecees slammed his fist on the table. "Enough!" His voice boomed through the room, shutting both women up instantly. He looked at Yandy, his eyes filled with something new, something cold. "I need time to think," he said quietly. "I can't do this right now." Judy smirked. "Take all the time you need, baby. 'Cause trust me, you're gonna realize I was right all along." And just like that, everything was falling apart. Mendeecees walked out the room, leaving Yandy standing there, staring after him, her eyes wide with panic. Judy, on the other hand, sat back with a satisfied look. But this was far from over. Because what happened next? Woo, y'all ain't ready for this. Stay locked in, because part 3? Oh, it's about to get even serious air. And that's not the end of this drama. This situation is far from over. Will Mendeecees listen to his mother and finally walk away from Yandy? Or will Yandy fight to save their marriage with a bold move no one saw coming? One thing's for sure, fans are completely divided. Some are siding with Mendeecees' mom, saying she's only looking out for her son, while others believe Yandy deserves better. But what's the real truth behind all this? And the biggest question, what is Mendeecees really thinking? If you don't want to miss a single update on this shocking situation, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Should Mendeecees listen to his mom or fight for his marriage with Yandy? We want to hear your opinion. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, because the next update might just be the most shocking one yet.